I almost feel like a bit of a douche for throwing this text message up on the screen. I'm just gonna throw it up for educational purposes and for an example. So I got this text message from a girl, and she was basically telling me how attracted she was to me after hanging out with her at my place for a little bit. And this has been happening more and more actually with just women in general. I talk a lot about confidence in these videos, and being confident is extremely important. I've had women tell me I'm very confident, especially when I just walk up and talk to them and I don't even know them and I just introduce myself. And when I say things that just imply that I'm okay with myself and who I am. And I noticed that with all of my successes, all of my really good successes, where I felt like I was having a good relationship or a good connection with a girl, or a girl was really attracted to me in the past, it all came down to me not caring about the outcome, not caring what was going to happen, not having some kind of agenda, and just being myself and not caring. And I always got success that way. And obviously, just not caring is not really sustainable. You have to care about something, as Mark Manson says in The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So over this last month, I've been asking myself, what is going on? A girl told me that I play the game really well. I have really good game. And yet, lately, I've been thinking less about game than I have in the last year. In the last year, I've thought a lot about game on and off and how to perfect my game, how to get it to the point where I'm being really authentic, how to do this, how to do that. And now I'm thinking less about it, and I'm thinking more about my goals and more about my vision. And it kind of reminds me, when I first started, approaching girls on my college campus, it was to be more confident. I literally just cared about obliterating social anxiety and being at the point where I could public speak really well with no nervousness, or I could just communicate to people really well. I could communicate my thoughts to people really well. So I did have a vision.
I started building discipline. I started building a purpose for myself for the long run. And I started really clarifying my vision.
That was Tim. His girlfriend's been really attracted to him recently too. We've both kind of been focusing on our vision and our higher purpose, our vision of excellence, as we call it. And that's kind of what's been happening recently. That's why I've been getting these results. And in our program, we actually help guys create this vision of excellence. But I'm not going to hard sell you on our program in this video. If you're not part of our Facebook, or if you're watching this on YouTube and you don't know that we have a Facebook group, we have a Facebook group. I have a Facebook group that I manage with my friend Tim. It's called Understanding Attraction Community. And I will either put the link in the description of this video or put the caption right here. You can search for it on Facebook. And we talk a lot about how to become a more attractive man. And it's not using any lines or tactics or game things. You don't have to worry about what you're going to say as much as you worry about where you're headed in life and how you carry yourself in front of women. Because what I've noticed is on dates recently, or hanging out with girls that I like, a girl will say something to me, and here's how you not care. Like I said earlier in the video, I've noticed that all my best interactions were when I didn't care about the outcome. You have to care about something though. So what I'm caring about is where I'm headed. What I'm caring about is my vision of excellence, where I want to be, in a year or 5 years or even 3 months. I just have goals, and I'm going toward those goals, and nobody can take those goals away from me. Even if I fail on those goals, I'll make more goals and I'll go towards those goals. Nobody can take away your ambition, your drive, your purpose, your sense of purpose. Once you get your sense of purpose taken away from you, or once you give it up, a lot of people give up their sense of purpose. They look around, they're like, oh man, what purpose could I have in this world? You could always have purpose in this world. You make your purpose. And when you have that purpose, you go toward it And you literally just carry yourself different around women. You're not thinking about the pleasure that you need to get from somebody. You're not thinking about the validation that you need to get from somebody else. You're not thinking about like, I need to go eat junk food to quench my taste buds or whatever. Like, you're not thinking about all these external sources of pleasure. You're just focused on output, you know, that ambition inside of you that's going towards the goal. And it doesn't matter how you feel during the day. And guess what? When you have a goal that you're striving towards and you don't care about how you feel, you're aware of your feelings. It's very important to be aware of your feelings and to embrace your feelings. Don't get me wrong. But when you have a vision and over the months you're completing things, you're completing tasks to get you to that vision, like maybe you want to be more confident with women and know what you're doing, you're approaching a lot of women. Or you're going to the gym to make yourself more physically fit and to stand up a little straighter, have better posture. You know, just little things like that. Become a better speaker, you know, write to get your thoughts out. Become a better communicator. Doing all these things that get you closer to that point. And yeah, the daily feelings, the ups and downs don't really matter as much because you know where you're going. And you're going to carry yourself in a different way. You don't even need to think about how you're carrying yourself really. Other than the fact that like maybe you're reminding yourself, this is kind of what I've been doing. I've been reminding myself if I ever get caught up on like, you know, a girl reacting to me or a girl being like, and I'm like worrying if she thinks I'm cool or whatever. That really hasn't crossed my mind much. Or if other people think I'm cool or needing like a sense of pleasure. Still kind of working on that, to be honest. Like I'm not like a saint with like junk food and YouTube videos and porn and Netflix and stuff like that. But like the more that I just fall into that stuff, I'm able to pull myself out of it because it's like at the end of the day, I know what I want, or at least I've chosen to strive towards something. And I think that's it. I'm still pretty, I don't know. I'm still pretty unclear how to explain this, but what I've been doing has been working, bottom line. And we're teaching it to our students now with that vision of excellence. We're teaching them how to build out a vision of excellence. Like I said, if you want to be in our Facebook group where we talk about a lot of this stuff, I'll put it here or I'll link it in the description. But fuck, I hope this video was helpful.